while she's grabbing items. I'll check for holes, it's good. So this is a rigid container, but it has multiple items in it, okay? So again, I'm going to find the best handhold, put the corner away from me that I'm pulling. Now Casey has to grab all of these items. So again, she has to use both hands at this point because there's so many things, okay? And wait for the wrapper check. All right, this is probably an embolectomy catheter, thrombectomy catheter, okay? So it's a long catheter we put in to vessels to take clots out. So unsterile person's going to break the seal. You are not going to open an item like this until your tech has instruments on the back table. So we had thrown a hemostat on there. So I'm not going to hold on to this trash just for fear of it falling onto something sterile. So anytime you have trash in your hand, get rid of it. So when you open this, I'm pulling the lid off. So down to here is sterile because that's where the lid was, okay? So I don't want to reach my hands up any higher than where that lid was. I'm going to hold this up for Casey. She's going to use her sterile instrument. She's also going to use her other hand, because this is a really long and floppy item, and guide it out so that it doesn't flop over the edge while she's opening it, okay? And make sure it's not going to hit her. All right, these you're just checking to make sure they're not cracked. You can't hold it up and check for holes, but before we opened it, we would have checked the expiration date and make sure it wasn't cracked, okay? There's also big cords, big heavy cords. These are hard to open. You can try throwing it onto the sterile field. It's not going to work. You will see people do it. They will open it and they'll protect their arm and throw it on, but they're still over the sterile field, okay? So just wait until you're in scrub. Don't try and throw it on yourself. This also has multiple items in it. We have a syringe in there. So how are you gonna watch this coming out and going over the edges, plus watch the syringe coming out? Okay, so it's just easier. These things, please just wait and have somebody open it to you if you're the person in scrub. I'm getting my corners to go out. So these you just open as far as you can. Let Casey reach in. Pull the item out. She's used both hands to grab the syringe and the paper, and I'm checking for holes. Okay. Sometimes items get stuck inside packages, so this is a staple load for a GIA stapler. So again, get a good handhold on it, open the edge. These have a tendency to get stuck. So what you can do when you're grabbing the item is Casey's going to grab it, but then she can also use a finger either on that hand or use her other hand to push down on the plastic package while she's pulling up on the item to get it out, okay? And then we'll check for holes. Now you would make sure you're far enough away from your back table so you can tell your nurse to back up so that you don't put your back to the back table. Okay, so that's just our review of opening sterile items.